This is Al Tompkins at the Poynter Institute, and I want to guide you through what I consider to be an exceptional piece of multimedia journalism. The Las Vegas Sun's Do No Harm project is based on more than 2 million patient billing records, documents that hospitals have to file with the state government. The Sun mapped and sorted the records, then focused on 3 main areas: injuries like slips and falls in hospitals, preventable deadly infections, and mistakes like punctures and cuts that happen during surgery. They found 21 cases in which hospital patients accidentally had foreign objects left in their bodies after surgery, 8 at one hospital alone. 79 cases in which a hospital patient developed an advanced stage pressure sore, and 248 cases in which hospital patients suffered postoperative falls or other trauma. 2 hospitals had twice the rate of such falls compared to others. The Sun team wanted to make the data local and personal to every reader, so they posted mountains of original public documents online, which allow readers to see for themselves how the journalists came to know what they know. By using a document cloud, the reporters could highlight and annotate the documents to help readers to see what was important, then learn a document's backstory. For part 1 of the series, the team produced an interactive graphic that allows the online user to sort by different preventable injuries or by hospitals to see where people are getting hurt. In part 2, the Sun's team explores what it calls a hidden epidemic, the spread of deadly infections in hospitals. The Sun created a map with a timeline that shows the spread of infections, hospital by hospital. Part 3 may be the most sobering installment of all. The Sun found that some Las Vegas hospitals have twice the expected rate of punctures and lacerations that mistakenly occur during surgery. The story said the Sun analysis of 2008 and 2009 records revealed 710 accidental punctures or lacerations, more than half during elective procedures. In 38 cases, the patient died in the hospital. The Sun produced an online graphic that allows the reader to see hospital by hospital where surgical injuries happen more often than would be expected. Part 4 looked at patient complaints. The Sun documented 140 substantiated complaints that people filed with the state in the last year. Then the journalists sorted the complaints by type and by hospital and created a clickable repository so readers could see detailed state documents and lawsuits that were filed in the cases. Each of the segments included video interviews with people whose stories were told in the print version. And the team built a large thumbnail online gallery. Click on the faces and hear firsthand from the people who've experienced the troubled Vegas healthcare system.
That he owed me the courtesy to at least come to my room and follow up with me and let me know what he personally did. I don't think that it was fair that I had to hear about it from his staff.
They don't care. The nurses here don't care. Doctors, you're just a number. You're like cattle.
The hardest part about all this was that you were completely at the mercy of the staff and the way they treated you.
The thumbnails can also be sorted by the kind of injury or illness that the patient experienced. When the story started running in the newspaper, the paper's phones rang off the hook. But rather than let the calls fall into some digital abyss, the team edited, then posted samplings of the public's reaction.
I have a horrendous tale to tell you about hospitals, in reference to my wife.
I also have a horror story to tell.
They also posted reader reaction on the website and allowed people to share their personal experiences with Vegas area hospitals. The Sun team invited readers to share their stories using an easy-to-use online form. Overall, the Sun used 7 big tools to tell this story. Newspaper text, of course, but that was just the beginning. They also used data mapping, interactive data, video, audio, user-contributed content, document clouds, and still photography. The state legislature responded with a half-dozen pieces of legislation to make hospital performance more transparent to patients. And the Pulitzer Prize Board responded by naming this project a 2011 Pulitzer Prize finalist.